What's going on, everybody? It is Wednesday. It's supposed to be 70 degrees today, hopefully. In the middle of February. I guess the groundhog, I don't know, smoking what Biden's son's smoking, I guess. But flowers are coming out. It's beautiful outside. There's the war that's going on that everybody is hearing about. World War III, how terrifying it is. The balloons, everybody's worried about UFOs and chemicals. Chemicals, yeah, I get. Be concerned with them. But the thing that is most important right now is your mental well-being on how to even deal with this in the first place. They have everybody so doped up right now on pills and shots and take this, take that, be addicted to alcohol, be addicted to tobacco, nicotine. You couldn't leave if you wanted to. Well, I gotta take my medicine. Well, I need a refrigerator. You need that stuff because of the crap that you've eaten in your life. And then sometimes, yeah, life happens and you really can't do anything about it. I get that. But there's natural things that you can do to help. I've known people that have high blood pressure, that are diabetic. They start eating right. They start eating less sugar all the time. They start feeling better, start working out, going outside into the sun. Instead of being cooped up in your home all the time, sitting on your phone, watching video after video. I understand watching some videos and learning and, taking notes, printing stuff out, but go apply those outside, whatever you're learning. If you're like trying to build something, there's a guy I watch on YouTube that builds cabins. You get hooked on him, man. You sit there and watch him for an hour, 2 hours. Or there's a guy on YouTube called The Y-Files. I watch him. I just found him like a month ago, and I was binging on him. I've been sitting there watching, this is, interesting. But it's just one more thing that just adds on to not being physical, not really using your brain. As a kid, when I was a kid, we would go out and build forts. We'd go play Army Man. We'd go outside all day. That does not happen anymore. Everybody's so paranoid. Oh, my kid might be kidnapped, or, does anybody remember the killer clowns that happened a couple years ago? I remember seeing a couple of them, and I'm in the middle of really nowhere. Everybody is so paranoid about all this stuff they see on TV. The mind control is ridiculous. I don't like Netflix. My wife has Netflix, and when I go on it, it shows doomsday, a lot of stuff about space and alien invasions and zombie apocalypse and pandemics and all this stuff that is programming your mind. And they even have one for, what is it, like Black History Month? I get Black History Month, I guess, but what about White History Month? What about Asian History Month? What about everybody else? Why don't you just make every day celebrate who you are? You won't even need to categorize yourself. You won't need to be listed as, somebody that's different. Celebrate who you are every day. And you don't need to be different. But the programming of your mind starts at a very young age. We're working on getting our kids homeschooled. I have to figure it out. I don't know anything about homeschooling, but we're working on trying to get our kids out of school because of this crap that is going on. It starts as you as a parent. It's not the school, it's not the neighbors, it's you. It's your responsibility to take care of your children and raise them to be at least halfway decent people. And the smart stuff, you can figure that out as you go. But the morals and how to treat people and the exercise and actually doing things that need to be done, responsibilities, that is on you as a parent. That's on me as a parent. These kids anymore, you throw them a phone or throw them a tablet, they get mad if they get one less present than they did last year. Or God God forbid, every single holiday doesn't have a party with a basket and presents. I remember like my birthday, Easter, we got a small basket, and Christmas. And now I hear kids of Valentine's Day presents and baskets and stuff like that. I get a card and, you know, a sucker or something. St. Patrick's Day presents, 4th of July Day presents. This stuff is crazy, man. You're teaching your kids to expect stuff all the time for nothing. You know, my kid, he has chores and he has responsibility, and if he is good and he does what he's supposed to do, he gets an allowance, and he can use that. It's teaching your kid work ethic. You know, being responsible. This war that's going on isn't a physical war. In a sense, it's more spiritual, it's more mentality. They're trying to make everybody have little kid mentalities. You see these 30, 40-year-old dudes dressed up in pink with big ass gauges and all this weird stuff on their face and tattoos and stuff like that. It's teaching people to have no respect for themselves. It's teaching people to live off the government. You know how hard it is to, in between of, I can't afford shit right now, but at the same time, I'm not eligible for food stamps. I either have to quit my job and lose everything to get on food stamps, or you make just a little bit too much and you don't get anything. That's a huge problem. I don't think there should be welfare federally like that. I think it should be, you know, location by location. Not even state by state. I think it should be town by town. I think people have to put in effort to get that. Hey, I have 3 jobs and I still can't afford it. Okay, you can have food stamps. I've got 10 phones and I sell crack. You shouldn't get anything. But these people have this mentality of getting stuff for free all the time. I've lost friends like that because I've noticed they just try to use you. I don't mind helping people. I enjoy helping people. I enjoy helping people that are doing the best they can and struggling and still not making it. I can't stand somebody that's mooching off of anybody, whether it's the government or me or my neighbor or anybody. I don't associate with people like that. I don't like talking to people. That's a huge reason why I really don't talk to anybody in general, is because everybody is like that around me, and I don't see a point in it. I'd rather live in a yurt in the middle of the woods than deal with people anymore, just because of their mentality. And you try to help somebody, you try to help people, but a lot of people, there's no point in even trying. You can talk to them about God all you want. People get pissed off at you and, oh, you Christians are all like either burning hell or whatever. If you don't believe, you don't believe. I don't really care. I talk about what I enjoy talking about, and I do what I enjoy doing. I enjoy helping people. I enjoy going out to the woods, being outside. You don't want to. If I were you, I would save my breath. I would save my energy and get yourself prepared. What's going on in the world is really bad, and it's about to get a lot worse. There's about to be really bad food shortages. There's about to be war. And in a sense, there's a freaking zombie apocalypse. Because everybody is so dumbed down and pilled up, brain dead. They'll kill you over the stupidest thing. I hear about shootings all the time. Oh, my girlfriend cheated on me, man. I'm gonna kill the dude that did it or whatever. Not realizing that the situation you just walk away from. We have an argument. Somebody does something stupid. Because nobody's using their brain anymore. Nobody thinks critically about life. About what you need and what you need to do to be happy. Get away from people. And that's pretty simple. Just leave people alone. Stop talking to them. If you're not happy, move. If you're not happy with somebody, stop talking to them. If you're overweight, start not eating so much food. And I know addiction is really hard. I'm overweight. I'm addicted to nicotine. And I understand it's hard. But I knew a guy that he took meth for like 10 or 12 years, and he is a heavy smoker, and he quit one day. Cold turkey, stopped meth, and quit nicotine at the same time. Granted, it was to get his daughter back, but he had motivation to do that, but he did it. His mindset, his mentality overpowered his addiction. It's like taking a cold shower to help you be healthy. It really sucks, dude. You ever took a cold shower? Even a 10-second cold shower? It feels like it's like an hour. But you do it a little bit, do a 5-second, do a 10-second, do a 20-second. It's like eating right. Eat a little healthier every day. Go on a walk, go outside, get some vitamin D. Take vitamins if you need to start out. Help you. Turn off the TV, whether it's the news or a movie. I think the movies are even worse because that gets you in that mindset of, oh yeah, man, that would be so cool. That would be real, man. Like Harry Potter or something. It's an awesome movie, yeah. And then you start thinking, man, that'd be cool if I could do magic. And oh man, magic needs to happen. And then you start getting pissed off because you can't do magic. It's the same thing. Like, zombie apocalypse would be really cool until you start thinking about it, and it wouldn't be cool. This war that's been going on for a long, long time, you're in it, and you don't even know it. You don't even care. You put your head down. I'm not in prison. I could go live in the woods if I wanted to. Could you really? I highly doubt it. There's a thing on Facebook, I heard a little clip talking about the people that live in New York. And they say, oh, I hate this place, I want to leave so bad, but they never do. It's that, the Stockholm Syndrome. You've been beaten up so much in life from the government and people putting you down all the time as, oh, I can't do that, man. Have a little bit of courage in life and take risks. I quit my comfy job to work for myself, and it was nerve-wracking and terrifying. But I am so much happier now. You know, save your stuff and add it together for the future instead of spending it all at once. You get a $5,000 check, man, most people will blow it in a day or two. Invest it in your life. Invest it in some land or some animals. Like right now, I want to raise rabbits. That does me no good right now, just raise rabbits until I start selling them. I'll have a video of the hutch that I built. I didn't get a video of making it, but I'll show it to you. I spent, I don't know, $150, maybe $200 on a rabbit hutch I built. Holds 4 rabbits. The most expensive thing is the screen. And then I gotta buy the rabbits, and they're like $30 a piece. I'm probably gonna buy 2, maybe 3. I don't know yet. So I got a couple $100 invested in this. That sounds like a lot of money until you start producing more rabbits to sell. Just like chickens. You know, you buy a bunch of stuff for chickens, and then you raise them and hatch them and sell them. Whether it's meat birds or, you know, baby chicks. The thing that costs me the most is I do trash pickup. It's around $800 for 10 trash cans. And each trash can gives me $30 a month. That sounds really stupid. But over time, cash flow makes a business grow. I'm investing in the future. I'm investing in my company and my business. I buy stuff for my business to grow. But people don't have that mentality. It's, oh, I got $30. I don't want, or $100 a trash can if you buy it one at a time. I don't want to do that. It'll take me 3 or 4 months to make money back. I started a company with $2,000 basically. Granted, I already had a pickup truck. That's really it. I had a pickup truck and I had an ambition to do something. Bought some wood, I built some racks in the back of my truck. And people get so wrapped up with, oh, I need the best, man. I need like a trash compactor. A trash compactor for me is like 80 grand. I can use a pickup truck. It's like buying a chicken coop or building one. You don't need to know how to build shit. go on YouTube, it'll show you step by step how to build something. Oh, it's not going to look so pretty. Mine doesn't look pretty, but it was made out of basically a bunch of scrap wood that I picked up. Somebody paid me to pick up. You know, my rabbit hutch. I'm not the best at building stuff, but I watched a video or two and it showed how to do it. Just have some motivation to do something, man. That's all. Have some, what do you call it? The drive to do something to better your life. Even if it doesn't make your life better, you still learn. I love doing things even though I mess up all the time, because I'm not really messing up, I'm learning. Does that make sense to anybody? Do it and fail 100,000 times and it makes me happy, because okay, that's the way I don't need to do it, or that doesn't work, or maybe that makes it better. Anything that I do in life, I don't get mad when I mess up or something happens. You know, I had a flat tire the other day and I met somebody because of it. It sucked, yeah, man, $80, I had to buy a new used tire, whatever. But I met somebody along the way and that was awesome. I learned that I needed a tool to change my tire. I learned to, hey, probably keep that tool in your truck. Stuff like that. You learn. And then 3 days later, my power steering, not the pump, but the hose that goes to the power steering pump went out. I think it was the high pressure line. The seal went out. I've never worked on power steering before. I learned how to change that. It sucked, yeah, man, it threw my day off, but I learned. I'm happy. I'm happy it happened now, because I'm not going down the highway when it happened. You know, I was at home. Shit happens for a reason. Deal with it when it happens and learn from it. But right now, the war that's going on with your mind is they want you to panic. You know, if I was anybody else's, oh my God, my power steering went out, what do I do? I'm going to freak out. Having a calm head, having mental stability in life right now is very rare, I think, because people are so conditioned to just freak out, have to call somebody. You know, I knew a buddy that had a flat tire. He had to call his dad because he didn't know how to change the tire, and he had all the shit, you know, in his truck. And he, you know, this guy was 20-some years old. This is, I don't know, 10 years ago. He had all the tools, he had to spare, but I couldn't change the tire. Didn't even want to get out and try. No, I'll just wait for somebody else. I don't know how to do that. If you're that person, not willing to take a chance because you're afraid of messing up, you are doomed. Doomed from the start, man. Right now in this world, you can't be that person. You can't be the person that just sits there and is afraid to take a risk, because you're just going to be led straight to the smart city. You're going to do as you're told. People say, oh, I'm going to take the mark of the beast. But if your kids are starving and that's the only way you're going to get food because you don't know how to grow food, you don't have anywhere to grow food, you'll take that mark. 100% guaranteed. If your mindset is not knowing how to do something, or at least trying, you will do anything that they tell you to do. Whether it's put something in your arm, get a tattoo on your forehead. If you don't ask why and say no, especially right now in this time, you're either going to be a slave or you're going to die. And it's not going to be good. Stop worrying about shit that happens in Ohio right now. Yes, it's concerning. Be on the lookout. Test your water. But trains derail sometimes. You know, trucks crash, airplanes go down. Stuff happens. But if you're living 2,000 miles away and you're freaking out and say, oh my God, this is a start. Oh no! Imagine if you were right there when it did happen. Buy stuff to prepare. Buy a gas mask. Man, they're $40 or $80. That's a cheap one. I gotta buy 4 of them, 2 kids and a wife and me. Then I gotta buy replacement canisters. Imagine somebody with 8 kids. They still manage, they still do it. Because they know in the long run, in the future, it's going to be worth $80 gas mask for a cheap one versus dying a painful death of breathing in some kind of chemical. What would you want to do? Having a firearm, spending a couple $100 on a cheap one versus, you know, somebody breaking into your home or a huge war breaking out, you have no way to defend yourself. What would you rather do? Or be concerned, prepare for it, or just let the government take control? I promise you, they're not coming to help you. You individually, they're not coming. Maybe locally, but when shit breaks down, cops are going to their home to protect their family. Firefighters, EMT, they're going to go home to protect their family. And you won't have anybody because you've been spoiled with everything. You can call the cops, say, hey, I'm having a heart attack. A couple minutes, they'll be there. Most of the time. When this shit happens, when there is no law anymore, ain't nobody coming to help you except for your friends and family if you got those kind of people. It's up to you. It's up to you to grow your own food, clean your own water, raise your own animals. It is up to you to do all that. Don't be that person, man, that's looking at your family and they're sitting there starving or sick as shit and you have no way to help them because you don't know anything about natural medicine or foods or anything like that. You know, information is free right now. YouTube is free right now. Oh my God, you gotta watch an ad, man, or you can pay $10 a month and get ad free. I hate ads. That's something that I do splurge on. I don't know, my wife set it up. It's like $10 a month or something like that for YouTube or ad free. Because my time's more valuable, I think. I hate ads, man. I'll pay to get away ads. I don't like the shit that they're trying to sell me anyway. Get away, don't watch it. You know, if you watch a video and an ad pops up, hit skip. Walk away from the video for 30 seconds. Go take a piss. Go get some more coffee. That's what I used to do. Spend your money right now and invest it on things that can help you better your life. Whether it's gold or silver or medicine. What's that thing called? A Jace case? A case? I think it's a Jace case. You can go there and buy medicine, keep it at home. You know, penicillin, stuff like that. You can buy ammo. I buy seeds from True Life Market. They got seeds. I buy those. I make microgreens, grow microgreens for myself. A couple years ago, I bought a couple chickens. Now I have eggs. I'm gonna buy rabbits here soon. I'll have meat. I can sell them. Invest in your life. Get out of the I need somebody to do that for me mindset. I need help with this mindset. I get a lot of people need help. You can't do everything, but you can do a lot of shit on your own. You know, and a lot of people talk about it, and I think it's true. And that's a problem that I have, is building community, because nobody I know around me doesn't really want to do the things that they need to do, or they want shit for free. I just haven't found anybody that I can trust, I guess, to carry their own weight. You know, when I started my business, a couple months into it, my wife's brother-in-law, I asked him, hey, do you want a job, man? I can pay you this much. And And I can't guarantee 40 hours a week, but, you know, whenever you need work, you can work for me. And this motherfucker said, no, man, you can give me half the company, though, and I'll work for you. Like, that mindset right there. You give me half the company after I've already spent a couple $1,000s on it, pay the insurance and set everything up, and spent hours of my life building the website and all this, that, and the other. You can give me half of it or I don't want a job. Fuck off, dude. Back when I worked at UPS, imagine me calling corporate and saying that. Yeah, I made good money there, but you're going to give me half of the billions of dollars or I'm not working. They tell me to kick rocks. Well, you know, we'll replace you in a day. They don't need people like that. I don't need people like that, and you don't need people like that. You need people saying, okay, this is fair. This is what I get from doing this. We're looking at land right now, and I asked my brother, he doesn't like having a job. He doesn't care for money. He's one of those people. Hey, man, I'll give you, you know, 1/4 of an acre or whatever. You can build a little hut on it and live your hippie life. Just work on the farm, and you know you don't have to pay for it. You know, you can grow your own food. You'll get the eggs, and you can do your own thing. But if you live on the land, you got to help out and pull your weight. Okay, that's fair. Y'all need to seriously think about who you have in your life, who you trust, what you're watching, what you're putting in your body, who you're putting in your body, for girls. And just think about life, dude. Think about what you would do when you need to do it. Because there's going to be a time here soon that you're going to have to either die, put a mark on your arm or your forehead, or live somewhere you don't want to live. Anyway, I'll talk to y'all later. You have a good day. See you later.